Alright guys, as you know, well, hopefully you know by now, I've got some videos up on it. I've done a bunch of work to my truck here, and one thing has not been on the truck for actually several years is my mud flaps. So I'm going to go ahead and get those back on here. And you know, originally they were in with screws that went into the metal and the fiberglass, but I'm going to go ahead and put bolts with washers and lock washers on to make sure they're good and secure. There's only one long screw, and it's the one that goes over here because of the space difference, and it's this long screw right here, and it's just enough to support that side of the mud flap that's going to be way in here. So we're just going to go ahead and get this on. Pretty easy task. I'm going to have 4 new bolts, and that'll hold this back in place where it belongs as well, and will lower our chances of kicking up rocks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is these are longer than they need to be, but I got plenty of room in behind here, so it's no big deal. I'm going to get a couple of them through the mud flap here, and I got a washer on here to give me a bigger surface, and then there'll be a washer and a lock nut on the back side, so hopefully it'll grab into plenty as well. Now for some reason my other camera is dead, so I'm trying to do this one-handed here, so bear with me. I might have to put the camera down to get this through. I got 2 of the screws through here. I'm going to go ahead and hold this up here, and hopefully I can get it lined up with the original holes. There's one, and the other one back there. So again, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hold on a minute. What I did is I actually went and tightened this one up because I can reach up behind easier before I get the mud flap up in place. Yeah, so, and I do have a crack right here too. I'm going to have to fix that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the other one in now. I got to use a little bit longer one so I have plenty of room back there to get the nut and washer on as it comes through the hole. So that's going to be the next one now. And hopefully you can see up inside there. One of the bolts comes through right there, and the other one will be down here. I'm going to go ahead and get a washer and a lock washer and a nut on that and tighten it up. This side's all on and nice and secure now. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to do a little bit different on the other side because this side, fortunately but unfortunately, the inner fender was rotted, so I was able to reach up in there and put the nuts on the back side of some of the bolts. On this side, there is actually no rust on the back fender, so I'm going to use these. Now it's really the same as what was in there. I'll show you real quick. They look like these, and you put screws in them, they spread open like that, and they grab the back side. You can see how that spreads like that when I squeeze it. So when the screw goes in, it brings that up against the back side and holds it in place. So the ones I have are actually metal ones, and it'll accomplish the same thing. I'll be able to put them in all of these spots hopefully here and get this in, and like I said, they look like this here. Let me go ahead and put one through the mud flap here and see if we can get it to work. Again, doing this one-handed here. There we go. And there's got little teeth in it. They're made to go into wood, but it'll bite into this rubber too, and I've used them for a couple other things as well. So we're going to go ahead and set this up in place and see if we can get that to tighten up. And when I screw it down, they will spread open and hold on the back side. Alright, so I got this one in here and secure now. And I get the screw back here, support that end. Got one down here. Probably going to add a couple more, but I'm running out of time for tonight, so we're going to wrap it up out here. But this will help a lot in kicking up dirt for people behind me. And I think it looks better too. Like I said, these mud flaps have not been on probably 4 or 5 years. So let's take a look from the back, see what it looks like. So yeah, it looks a lot better. So you can see the mud flaps down. They go, you know, more than halfway down the wheels, I think. But yeah, looks a lot better, and it's going to cut down on stuff shooting up all over the place. So anyway, yeah, you got to put mud flaps back on your truck. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know a lot of the pieces in behind here are broken. The screws get rusted and they just fall off. So this side here, I use those spreaders, metal spreaders. The other side, I use nuts and bolts. So we'll see how these hold up out in the weather over the course of this winter coming. Thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please like, subscribe, comment, come back often for more videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.